Alright, if you're catching up with us, we've turned 2 problems into 4 problems for Burundi. We now have a debt problem. We now have... well, I guess that's still a debt problem. We still have a corruption problem. We have a literacy problem. And we have a fuel problem. So we're gonna solve the fuel problem temporarily. I would rather not give anyone on our continent fuel growth. Especially not any of our neighbors, but it looks like I'm not gonna be able to avoid it. Alright. We need some political power. Do we have no fuel processing capability? What did I trade? Oh my god. Wrong thing. There we go. What a click. Okay, that was my bad. So in 2 years, our fuel processing capabilities right now will go positive. Like that should have been much quicker than it was. It was doing its own thing. We'll have to get that up. Help that out. Oh, the War to the West has gone and paused. 2011 isn't terrible for construction. You know, only 10 years to build one factory. Guys. Elections. Alright, we got international diplomacy. Let's take this anti-corruption right away. And then we're gonna want... yeah, we're gonna want to lock in centralization. I think we deal with corruption as fast as possible. So taking everything that gives political power will help immediately. If this makes us positive though, then we can go to research. Kind of help boost our literacy problem. This literacy is slowing our economic growth as well. Yeah, well, at least we're positive, 1.185. GDP's nowhere near going to grow fast enough for our research to get more research slots. We can get factories. And we don't have resources to sell off to the world, so we're kind of trapped with what we gotta do. So that'll put us down to level 6 corruption. It's interesting that inverse of your society doing well is have farming. I think that's great. What you want to see. Still negative. Just barely, but it is. That's so close. So we are gonna have to do political reform first. We have to be making money. I don't care if it's 2 million, 1 million we're losing. It's not gonna be a sustainable amount. For our budget's tight. I will delete every unit we have. We might as well not even have an army at this point. Because we need basically $100 million in earnings to put towards our schools. So once we hit the 100 million in income, it's all going into education. So things are happening in the Middle East. Like stuff's popping off. Oh no, some civil wars. We're positive in income now. So I'm gonna do that. I could double. Effectively, I could double the amount of money. Are we making less than the interest still? 0.5, yeah. I could double the amount of money, though, I'm making if I pay down this debt some. Not even all of it, just to get the interest rate closer to 1%. We're still losing money, technically. This debt is accruing more in interest than we are earning. So this is not actually sustainable. I'm betting I have to get this corruption down to 3 before I can dump into education. This 5% interest is approaching a point where you spiral control and you can't recover. At least with the economy we have. Yeah, because we really need another factory. We just can't do it. $20, and we're pushing what, 11 still? We're actually over the global average, which is surprising. I guess we do have a our third research slot was better than some of the other countries I've started with. See, this is rough to take because of that minus 15%. It makes it very hard to pull that through. Make it viable. This gives money. Money will allow us to pay down debt and political influence. So let's go for that. Yep. The corruption is the only thing holding us back at this point. Once we get rid of the corruption, we fix our literacy problem and our debt problem at the same time, and then our lower tier of issues is just not having wars in Europe. That's interesting. Well, the Balkans again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't attack anyone. Trade mission. With no option of not doing it. So, what is that? Foreign influence I gotta watch for now? Yeah, if it was French, I'd be concerned. It's not as bad. Or what's our return on investment? 6%? Also terrible. Oh, 9/11 happened in December of 2001. Alright, we got reelected. Enough that we can push this on. We've got money. So we're gonna get rid of this. What's our debt at? I gotta watch that. I could do an education reform, but 4 O's. Okay, so can't do it yet. Yep. It's not. We're not even making. We're not even making 40 million. Technically, which is a point. Yeah. Our real earnings are like 39 million. Terrible. Stupid corruption. Government inefficiencies. Honestly, we can lower this to mixed economy and it's not going to do anything. Like, there won't be any demerits because we don't have enough resources to make it even a problem. We have no exports. Like, it just modifies our tax values. It's just, if I could, I would. I just don't feel that's as good as getting rid of corruption, because corruption is affecting everything. Corruption is overall worse than small inefficiencies. Slowly pin that down. Slowly getting that interest down. Want that political power there. The other thing to note is, like, we will not be spending any of our Army, Air, Navy experience except to build templates forever. Till almost probably into the 2030s. We're, like, with how small we are, I don't see us expanding too rapidly either. I'm thinking our first war may actually be early, because we'll probably go, if we can, for Rwanda here. Like, going for Rwanda doesn't really do us much. Oh man. Need to take these guys out, but they're not aligned. They're the same faction. And these are puppeted by Uganda. Yeah. So we gotta switch factions. Can we go emerging? I'm gonna get back to playing, but yeah, we'd have to go autocrats, autocrats from emerging. That would be the best. That'd be the preferred outcome. Keep paying down the debt, trying to get this percentage lower. Alright, we took the world's views. It strengthened the government. What's that? $90 million a week. Days we get railroads. In 160 days. Oh. How much money do they need if they're asking for 0? I can afford 0? That was confusing. that was weird. Very weird. Yep. So we need... So 2 corruption is going to be the point. How's our economy? Our GDP per capita is not growing. That's a problem. Alright, let's pay that down. Almost done with the corruption issue. And then we'll have to start refining the government to squeeze pennies out of what we can. Alright. So... we're definitely going to get actual construction up. 7% growth is effectively what that means. Reforms are going to be political, so we get everything aligned. Probably trying to max our political power gain. Because we are going to have to do some party manipulation to make us be able to expand. We want to be emerging. Because everyone is not aligned around us. Keep paying off our debt. Should... yeah, our interest is going down. Very cool. Okay, so someone's killing us. Probably South Africa. Turkey and Oman having talks. .26, so that's about 150 mil. That gives political power as a base. That's why that's worth getting. We're almost back up in fuel, so we could stop trading away some of our production. But I'm not there yet. That would give us probably a year of production at this point. Alright, we get cabinet reforms. Do that. Flip over here. Our political gains. The games, sorry. Take this, get our education max. We should be breaking even. Or very close to it right now. Yeah, so we're very close to breaking even. Basic health care we're gonna need. We need population gain so bad. Back to stable growth. Drop the literacy rate issue pretty low. About 50% as effective as it was before, so get him fixed. I wish it was fixed faster. But you can't win all those problems. Alright. Swing back over. We actually shouldn't take this until we have 2G. Looks like it adds 2 network infrastructure. I don't know if it'll apply the second one yet. First thing we want to get is this. fossil fuels. And I'm actually gonna cancel our trade agreement with the Saudis to get our factory back. So we have 2 production on our next factory. Iran attacked Afghanistan. That's not how I expected 2002 to go down. Yep. So the goal here is to get a factory out as soon as we can. Things that boost small and medium businesses are going to be our focus. After we get corruption to 1 to 0. No corruption. End corruption and then boost business practices. And our people should be fixing their literacy issues slowly. But that should hopefully start our internal civilian industry. Oh, 44% unemployment. Yeah, we really would benefit from having a factory right now. Nope. Well, once this finishes, I'll stop this episode here. Alright, so that's Burundi episode 2, and I'll catch you on the next one.